You're live. Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, exercises, and ideas to awaken the entrepreneurial spirit within you so you can better support the people you love and care about most. So, we want us to reach our goals, and we want us to continue to get better at this game of business, game of life. And that's what the business and life coach is here for. Today, we're going to be talking about mentors. Let's go ahead and get our banner up. 3 mentors you must have. Episode 135. 135. Wow. Okay. Up on the banner. As with Instagram, we're talking about 3 mentors that you must have in order to succeed in today's world. Let's go ahead and we're going to get them on the board, and then we'll kind of break down. We'll talk about each one. Think about where you're currently at with your mentors. Do you have a mentor? Have you ever thought of the idea of having a mentor? Numero 1, we have the first mentor we would want is an industry mentor. Industry mentor. And unfortunately, just to get this off right off the bat, is you're probably going to have to pay for a good one of these. If you want to be serious, if you want a good one, you're probably going to have to pay for these. And I'm going to put at the end of each one whether I think you should pay for it or whether you should just try and get as much free online resources as you can. So with the industry mentor, number 1, pay for it. Number 2, online mentor. And this one you don't really have to pay for. I don't pay for it. I don't think you need to, and I'll explain here in a minute. And then number 3, your 85-year-old self. Your 85-year-old self. So your mentor being the older version of you, and this one you do not have to pay for. Cool, right? All right, so one of the 3 you got to pay for. Not bad. Let's go ahead and sit back down and break down each one. Okay, so for the first one, the industry mentor, this one's probably the most important starting out. When it comes to starting out, because the industry mentor is someone who is literally doing exactly what it is you want to be doing. They do day in and day out who you want to become, what it is that you do specifically. Occupations such as I coach a lot of real estate agents, and working with real estate agents, as I used to be a real estate agent in the city of Chicago, a lot of the layover work makes sense. Or say if it's not, you're like, Tanner, I don't like you, I don't want to work with you, yada, yada. Then going over to someone, say if you have a company where you walk dogs, then finding someone who logistically has put together the business plan to walk dogs. Or if you want to become a professor at a university, talking with and finding a mentor who is specifically a professor at a university. And don't settle. Don't settle. You find someone who is doing exactly what it is that you want, and you offer to pay them money to do it. Because of the connections, because of the real life experience, I can't emphasize this enough. You really should have strong, close connections with someone who is doing the profession that you do want to do. If you want to be buying real estate, if you want to be buying properties, you really need to be getting coaches and mentors who are literally doing it, actually doing it, and preferably in an area that you're already working. That'd be even better, because we want to be soaking up as much material, and shit's going to hit the fan. Unfortunately, if you get into anything that makes any kind of money, such as business ownership, asset ownership, anything like physical land and property, there's just going to be a bunch of pains in your ass. And you just need to be able to get through the ups and downs of the first couple of rounds so you don't lose everything and you keep making progress and knowing what you're doing. It is a lot cheaper, trust me, to pay thousands of dollars to a mentor than completely lose your life savings going into a business or going into asset ownership that we don't completely understand and we don't have the help and support for. So the first mentor you're going to want to get is an industry mentor. You're going to want someone who is doing the exact same damn job that you want to be doing, correct? Okay, cool. We're on the same page. And this one you usually have to pay for if you want anybody good. If you want someone who's going to actually pick up the phone when shit goes south. I know everyone's got their Uncle Tommy who's like, "Oh, I'll help you out, kid. I'll help you out." And then they don't give you any tools. They don't give you any software tips. They don't give you any clients. They don't give you any deals. And when the shit goes wrong, they're like, "Oh man, I'm down in Florida golfing, man. I'm down in Florida golfing. I can't help you out right now." You get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. This is something my mom used to tell me all the time when I was a kid. I was like, "Oh, well, what the hell does that mean?" And now getting older and running in business interactions and stuff like that, it makes a lot more sense. It's like, yeah, totally. Like if you're not paying people for their time, they're going out and giving more attention to someone who is actually paying for their time. Remember that. I mean, how would you? So if I paid you $10,000, would you answer my call when I called you? Damn right you would. If I just hit you up and I was just asking for help all the time, do you think I'm gonna give a shit and like I'm gonna help you when I can, but I'm probably only gonna do it when it's convenient for me. This happens a lot when I interact with people in like real estate and stuff. They don't want to do the coaching, but they'll ask 100 questions. And it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna actually throw you a deal though. You get what I'm saying. So industry mentor, number one, you're probably gonna have to pay for that if you want a good one and if you're actually serious about it. If not, don't be surprised you get jerked around and you deal with some assholes and they're not very good. Okay, moving on to the next one. Online mentor. This one is more of a reference of somebody on like YouTube, Facebook. Maybe it's a channel like this if we're providing enough value. Someone who's just spitting out free content all the time, tools, tips, tricks, ideas. I have an exercise for this mentor specifically. And in one of my coaching sessions, I literally make you get on the phone and call people and tell them that you will help them, that you'll work for them for free, that you'll pay them, you'll do whatever it takes as part of the coaching session. Granted, I'm not going to force anybody to do that unless they're actually in the 90-day challenge. But you get what I'm saying. You find somebody who is doing online content of some sort, one of your favorite YouTubers. I mean, Tony Robbins, Jim Rome, Jordan Peterson, Alex Hormozi. There's just so many phenomenal people online that provide a lot of great value that you should find one person who's as close to what it is that you want to do, their philosophy, their mindset of how you can grow and develop is in alignment with what you truly want to do. And you absorb all their content, you fill up the notebooks, you write on the whiteboards, the chalkboards, get it in the notes, and see if they were me, what would they be doing right now? If they were me, what would they be doing right now? Would they be making a content? Would they be making a show? Would they be making exercises for their clients? Should they be calling to try and get more coaching clients to sign up for the 90-day challenge? Ask yourself, what do you think they would do? And you'd be surprised. You actually get a lot of really good answers of like what to do next. And just knowing what to do next makes things a hell of a lot easier. Okay, online mentor, finding someone online, YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever platform. Maybe you subscribe to somebody's blog for free or something like that. The Wall Street Journal, they still kick out badass articles about business all the time. I highly recommend reading them or something like that, right? Online mentors, you don't have to pay for that one. Last one, 85-year-old self. And this one usually resonates with people the most. In coaching, I'm going to ask you a ton of questions of who you really want to become, when you're older? Like, what is the ideal version of the old man or woman self of, like, what are you doing? What do you look like? How do you feel? What have you accomplished? And then now we're taking advice from that person, the wise person who has already gone through the troubles, the wise person who has gone through and done what it is that we truly desire and want to reach our goals, such as financially, marks with clients, helping people, all of these good things, recommendations on where to travel the world. Because it's funny that most entrepreneurs, most people I work with, and I'm sure, I don't know, do you feel this way? You already know what to do. You just need to be reminded a bunch all the time of what to do next. Okay. So it comes from, I know if I made more calls, I know if I knocked on more doors, I know if I handed out more flyers for this show, I would get more views. But I haven't been doing, so I just need to be reminded when I come onto the show, when I'm talking to my coaching clients and they're out there busting their butt, it's like, I got to do this too. I got to practice what I preach. So having the good back and forth, seeing what it is, the old version of myself, I plan on being an 85-year-old who can go for nice long walks, who can give back millions of dollars to charities that are impactful for children, for people across the world, people who don't have the same advantages that I did growing up. I didn't come from a rich household by any means, but but the love and support was there. And that's what we can do in the future is we can be loving, we can be caring, because ultimately I think that's probably the biggest thing is giving love and support and attention to your kids. And so we want to be able to help with that because I know people are really busy. Anyway, being the 85-year-old self, I've already helped 100 million entrepreneurs become financially free. We're not stopping until we reach there. 100 million entrepreneurs become financially free. So that's a big mark. I mean, sitting there, it's like, say if my older self has accomplished this. Now I sit here today. What would he say to do today? What would he say get done? So in your own seat, ask yourself, the older version of you. You're an old man, you're an old woman, and your time's coming to an end. And asking yourself, was it worth it? What did I want to do? What can I do next? Most importantly, what can I do today? Because what is today's date? Friday, October 7th. And when October 7th goes down, what? It ain't coming back up until October 8th. We lost the day. It's gone. We either lost the day or we took advantage of the day. We feel good about the day. We're excited about the day. The choice is ours. But the time starts now. And that's why we do the show in the morning, because we want to get up in the morning. We want to start getting after it. We want to start being on the right pace at the right time. Go kick some ass, have some fun with it, and really pick out that blueprint. If you want the exercise, that's more within my one-on-one coaching, is when I make people go through, answer a bunch of questions, and design their 85-year-old self. And then we put that back into our goals for our business, and we put that back into our goals for our life plan that we create together in the 90-day challenge. So the little specifics are more for the coaching program if you're interested in it, if you are interested in that. But if you're not interested in that, just kind of take the rough idea of like an older version of yourself, this and that. You can look on Google, I'm sure, and find a bunch of stuff. But if you want accountability and you want a coach to help you along with that, I'm your guy. Okay, that kind of wraps us up. These are the 3 mentors I believe that you absolutely must have to be successful in life and in business, to be able to become financially free and to give back to the people you love and care about most, your family, your friends, your travel plans. All of the goals and aspirations that we have really boils down to taking the appropriate actions today to have a better tomorrow. Okay, we need to have fun with this, right, everyone? It's Friday. We're rolling through another episode. And again, October 7th, once the sun goes down, it ain't coming back up until the next day. Wild. Well, I'm here to help. In the description, you can click on the link tree and you can set up a coaching or a brainstorming session. If you like this content, if you know an entrepreneur who can benefit from this content, please comment their name in the section. Comment their name, give a like, give a share. It means the world to me. I'm trying to expand and grow this show organically to show people what's possible when you're just giving, giving, giving. I don't have anything to sell you unless you want to do. If you want to do the coaching and you want to take yourself to the next level, let's do it. If not, sit back and enjoy the free content along the ride because we're getting this stuff done. We're going to help 100 million entrepreneurs become financially free, and we ain't going to stop till it's done because it's exciting and it's fun to have a business and a life plan in place, some type of direction to enjoy yourself more. I firmly believe that. If you're interested, please click the link below or send me a direct message and we can set something up. Here to help. Thanks, guys. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Your three mentors. You need an industry mentor, an online mentor, and a very vivid 85-year-old version of yourself. Try these three mentors, see if they can help push you and better understand your industry, your ideas, your philosophy on what it is you want to do in this short time that we call life. Thanks so much. I'm rolling out. Until next time, everyone, we're bouncing, and I will be seeing you guys on Monday. We get the weekend off. I'm excited. I mean, I love doing this show Monday through Friday. It's just like, you get it. It's a lot of content. So excited for a few days off. We'll be making side content for our real estate investments and for some of our other side hustles to help generate some income for ourselves over the weekend. But stay tuned. Keep following the socials. Like, comment, share. It means the world to me. Thanks all so much. I'm bouncing, rolling out. Until next time. Cheers, friends. Find a mentor.